Welcome back to another video, a different video on this channel. We are here on FM24, and as you can see in the top right, it is 2123. We have simulated 100 years in this thing. It might have cost me 100 years to actually simulate this. It took in way too long here. As you can see here, we can quickly just start things off here in the Premier League. On the table, you can see here the teams that are in the Premier League. All the big six clubs are still here. They actually, I don't think any of them have gotten relegated. We can check down later on. But some teams like Sunderland has made their way here. And Sunderland has actually kind of stayed their way here after multiple just midway checks there. Rotherham is now up in here. Portsmouth is up in here. Coventry is up in here. But other than that, it's teams that you could realistically see here. Middlesbrough, obviously Newcastle, Fulham, Burnley, even Bristol City. You could probably see them in there for maybe a season or two. Wolves and West Ham. As far as the past winners, if we can go all the way back down here, in the year that you kick things off here on FM, Man City went ahead and won the league, so that would make it 4 in a row for them. Arsenal finally got their trophy, their title this year, this actual current season year. Actually, no, it's not. It's the next season. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. The second season, Man City then went back-to-back before Liverpool got one, and then Man City did a treble again between Arsenal and then Liverpool, and then a shock winner from Everton. They got their first Premier League title in a while, since 2033 to 34. Then Liverpool did double, and then Arsenal will see their last Premier League title in this 100 years. This is their last one. They've only won it 3 times in the 100 years. Man City then got one back. Everton got their second one in this episode. Then Man City got a treble, and then Everton got another one. So Everton and Arsenal are tied for titles in this simulation, and I believe Everton get a couple more, maybe even one more. Man United get their first trophy of this simulation. Then Chelsea come in and get their double there. And then Liverpool. And as you can see here, it's Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Man United. Man United went on a 4 spree before City got one, which could have been actually really a 7 spree if Man United won this. But they came in 3rd that year. Newcastle got their first trophy in 58 and 59. And that's when the oil money started really kicking in because they did double. Then they got one back in between Man City's little spree there. And then Newcastle did the double again. And then Man United came back with Venom and got 5 in a row before Chelsea intercepted that. And then Man United came back with 2 more. And as you can see here, it is the same old clubs: Man City, Man United, Chelsea, and Newcastle. All in there. And as you can see here, the Man City domination take over here as they won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Premier League seasons in a row. So they went dominated, and they went on another spree here as well in between here. And Chelsea actually intercepted this one, where Man City became 2nd in 21-11. And then Man City then again went on another spree, and then another spree. So actually Everton didn't win another one. So it's pretty much after really, what is it? Once we tick over into the 90s, the 2090s, it's Man City domination once again there. And just to quickly brush over the Bundesliga, because really there's no actual surprises in this. As you can tell, Bayern, they go on in another spree. They continue the win streak all the way into 2033-34. That's when Leipzig took over for a couple years. And then Bayern, then Dortmund, then Wolfsburg. But as you can see here, it's Bayern Leverkusen, it's RB Leipzig, Dortmund, or really whatever the last team was, Leipzig, Dortmund. Firth got a couple trophies in between the years. Hoffenheim's the latest winner, so that's another shock one. And in fact, Hoffenheim's the latest winner, in which Bayern didn't even place in the top 3. And then over to City. Again, we'll quickly brush by it because you can about to see some dominance set in. Lazio, Inter, AC Milan, and Inter Milan, Juventus. These are going to be your title winners for pretty much the majority of this thing, with Roma getting one in between there, Napoli getting one in between there. But I can see Inter, AC Milan, Inter, AC Milan, Inter. So it's just a Milan derby, and Inter won pretty much 80% of these titles. And then for the last league that we are going to check on in this video, it's over to the Spanish First Division, aka La Liga, in which Real Madrid dominate for the first couple of years. Then Barcelona, then Real Madrid, then Villarreal. And then again, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid getting their first one in 2050. Barcelona then won in 4 in a row between Real Madrid, and then another treble for them. Then Real Madrid, then Atletico Madrid got 4 in a row. Then Barcelona went on their little dominant spree here between Real Sociedad on that. And then after, what is it, 2090 really? 2091, it's Real Madrid and Real Sociedad, but mostly Real Madrid, as Real Sociedad has only won 3 out of literally on your screen right now. All you can see is Real Madrid, and then the 3 titles Real Sociedad has won. So Real Madrid completely taken over since the 90s. Now over to the Champions League and checking out the past winners of the Champions League. The first season that you start off here on FM, it goes to Real Madrid. And then Arsenal come back on their year that they won the Premier League title. They do the double at least and win the Champions League as well. Man City then come back and win their second and third Champions League before Liverpool comes back and dominates. And then Real Madrid does a double. Arsenal get their second Champions League trophy. Real Madrid, Bayern, PSG, Real Madrid double. Inter, Real Madrid, Man City, Barcelona, Villarreal. Everton won a Champions League in 2041 and 42. That's absolutely insane. Actually, Everton came second in the 2039 one. So they kind of had a couple years. They came second in 2052 as well. Arsenal got their third Champions League trophy, which would also be their last Champions League trophy of the simulation, if I'm not mistaken. And then kind of after, what is it, 2049, a couple of years, these Italian sides kind of take over. AC Milan, Juventus, Newcastle win their first one in 2051. But then again, Man United, AC Milan, Juventus, AC Milan, Newcastle, Inter, Chelsea. Newcastle did a double. Monaco got one in there. Man United won 4 in a row between Chelsea and then Man City, then Chelsea. Then Man United did the treble again. Dortmund got one in there. AS Monaco. There's no real just out of the blue teams, honestly. All these teams you could realistically win the Champions League besides Everton. Everton's an out of the blue club, but everybody here, they all have at least a decent chance. Maybe AS Monaco, they all have at least a decent chance of winning the Champions League in the future. Now over to the Europa League, just to quickly brush by this. AS Monaco, Newcastle, Brighton, obviously that's a good one. AC Milan, Bristol City won the Europa League. Fulham won the Europa League. So there are some teams here. Arsenal got a Europa League title. Tottenham got a Europa League title. That's actually, I don't think Tottenham has ever won the league. I gotta go check that. Palmetto won a couple of Europa League titles here. So there's some surprise teams. Arsenal kind of looked like they were dominant in the Europa League more than the Champions League here. You can see them getting a couple of trophies, with Everton getting a trophy there as well. Leeds United got a trophy there in 49. And then in the Conference League, where I kind of expect a lot of teams that are unknown to be getting some. Maybe not, because you got Fulham, you got Inter, you got Arsenal as well. You got Hammerite, you got Freiburg, Borussia Mönchengladbach, you got VFC, who were dominant in the French league for a little bit. Bristol City, obviously there. Actually, Bristol City won it twice. Fulham won it twice. Palmetto was dominant in here. I'm trying to find some outlandish teams, maybe from the English leagues that got up. I don't really see anyone. Aston Villa won it in 23-24. That's probably what will happen this year, honestly. I could see that happening. Leeds won it twice in 37 and 40. Now to check on some stats for some players, some key players that were along here. We're going to check out Messi here, who actually finished his career at Inter Miami after 100 games. He scored 63 goals for them. Cristiano Ronaldo only played 23 games for Al Nassr in the simulation. He actually only survived 2 more years after. Actually, he only survived 1 year. He retired after the first season of this thing and scoring 20 goals for Al Nassr. Most dominant period for him, obviously, was at Real Madrid time and even that first Man United stint. Now over to some of the current big names in world football. Erling Haaland. After moving to Man City, that's exactly where he stayed for 17 years, appearing 517 times, scoring 303 goals for Man City. He absolutely dominated for them. Absolutely dominated. Kylian Mbappe, he spent 17 years at PSG, scoring 309 goals before he moved over to Al Nassr, taking over for Ronaldo just 10 years later. He spent 2 seasons there, appearing 68 times, scoring 52. So his goal scoring record there as well was fantastic. And Kylian Mbappe retired as 37. Bukayo Saka, he spent most of his career where he spent 21 years in world football. And a majority of those were at Arsenal, appearing 548 times, only scoring 192 goals. I would love to see his assist because he's been fantastic, scoring 17 goals for AC Milan in his 68 appearances for him. Jude Bellingham, once he moved over to Real Madrid, it's where he stayed, scoring 175 goals in 541 games. Jude Bellingham turned into a one-club man after that move to Real Madrid. We're going to check out the World Cup winners because although it's not really that crazy, there are a couple at least one shock team. Starting off in 2026, the North American nations that are hosting it. Denmark wins it on FM, and then England, then Italy, then Portugal, Netherlands, Spain, Italy, Germany, England, Netherlands, France, Italy, Brazil, Belgium, France, Germany, France, Uruguay, England, Germany, France, Brazil, Netherlands, Brazil, Germany. So really no shock winners besides Denmark, maybe Portugal, maybe Belgium, and maybe Uruguay as well, but obviously that far in the future, who knows. And then the World Footballer of the Year, aka the Ballon d'Or winners here. Really, we're going to go until we start seeing some regen names. So starting off in 2023, it's Bernardo Silva, and then it's Mbappe, then Bellingham, then Silva, Mbappe, Vinny Jr. got a double, Jude Bellingham, then Vinny Jr., then Musiala, Junior, Bellingham, first really regen here, and after that it's all regens, pre-gems. And whoever this Thomas Xavier kid is, he's won 5 in a row. That is why AC Milan was so dominant. Does he still play for him? He was American as well. AC Milan, 322 appearances, 188 games for him, and he won 5 of those in a row. Absolutely amazing from him. Any other dominant? Oliver Peters. He spent his career at kind of Newcastle-ish and Inter Milan, English nationality. But other than that, nothing. Inter Milan had a couple of players that were dominant in this time. That is all for this video. If you want to see more FM content, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. And let me know in the comments what you want to see. Hopefully this does well. This is my last challenge. This is my last test video forever on this channel. If this video doesn't do well, we will stick to career mode. We will stick to the Youth Academy and career mode content on FC24. I will start a new channel for all this stuff because I still love doing this, but it just doesn't do well on the channel. So until then, leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.